Hey everybody over at Movies.com, it's the Schmoes No Movie Show. I'm Christian.
And I'm Mark. Christian, this weekend in theaters you have Big Hero 6 and you have Interstellar.
Interstellar. What is Matthew McConaughey trying to do? Is he trying to save the humans? Is he trying to save the world? Is he trying to save Earth? What the hell is he doing? Whatever it is.
We don't really know.
Trying to save Earthlings, trying to save Earth. That's our list, Mark. Top 5 movies where people are trying to save Earth.
It's closely related enough to a movie coming out this weekend that we got to talk about movies saving the Earth and almost ruined our relationship because, man, did we have some battles coming up with this top 5 list. I think we got a great number 5, though, Christian.
What do we got?
The Steven Spielberg, Tom Cruise movie, War of the Worlds, should have been number 1, but it's still on the list.
No, it should have been number 1 if it was good.
That's what we're saying.
Right.
We really, with those names attached,
Right.
it should have been like the best war movie ever with aliens, but it wasn't.
The reason it hits the list is because the opening scene is so terrifying.
Whew, yeah.
And the sound, I can still hear the sound as these aliens are attacking, and Tom Cruise has to figure out how the hell to beat these things, and then he just finds his son in an apartment safe in Boston.
And then there's that scene when they're looking at all the, it's like, that's not spaghetti, that's human innards.
Right. Number 4 is a movie that we both enjoyed, Edgar Wright's The World's End with Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. This thing was fun.
Hey, now look, we always love apocalyptic kind of movies where you got to save the world, and when you throw drinking into there and you throw a pub crawl into there, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and the rest of the gang, sign me up.
Yeah, it's really cool to watch these bumbling idiots for the whole time kind of going through. They don't really get along, and then they have to get along because they have to figure out how do you beat these things? How do you beat these aliens? How do we save the world, Mark?
Yeah, and it really got me excited when Edgar Wright was going to be doing Ant-Man because seeing this movie, there was such a great mix of comedy and some really great intense action scenes. That bathroom scene where they get in the fight with the aliens for the first time was awesome.
All right, what do you got then at number 3?
At number 3 is a movie that I don't have on this list, but you really wanted to put it in.
What?
So let's talk about Deep Impact, the movie that really is a snoozer for about 2.5 hours. But it gave us President Morgan Freeman, and it gave us that scene when the Statue of Liberty gets washed away by waves.
It was the first movie to really have the balls to show all the destruction of what would happen in this tidal wave. And you got
in a tidal wave, yes.
Young Frodo Baggins is running around trying to save people. Remember this and our number 2 movie were competing at one another.
Yeah, they were kind of like those 2 Columbus movies that came out in 1992, but I still don't understand. Why do you like Deep Impact so much? You said you watched it recently and you still liked it.
I just thought I thought the characters and the story were better. Yes, it was a little slower. Yes, I thought it was better than the other movie we're going to talk about. I thought it had more of a structure, and I thought that the end had enough of a payoff that it's a guilty movie pleasure. What can I say?
Go ahead and introduce number 2.
Number 2.
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. We're both sorry.
That's awful. Armageddon, number 2. That's what it is. And this is actually one of the few Michael Bay movies that I enjoy watching. I still think Deep Impact's a little better, but overall, this is a big spectacle movie. Send out the drillers out into space. That makes sense. And let's save Earth.
Hey, let's put Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck on an asteroid that's hurtling towards Earth, and if they don't blow it up in the outer space atmosphere, then it's going to blow up Earth and everything that we know and love, including Bruce's daughter and Ben's flame, Liv Tyler. We can't let the daughter of the guy that sings the song in the movie die.
Right. Billy Bob Thornton will be helping him out on the ground below, so if you haven't seen that, it's a good Save the Earth movie.
That's a guilty movie pleasure that's rewatchable.
Pretty good one. I mean, it was one of those. It delivered on that summer movie action thing, and people going. It really is the definition of these regular Americans need to save the Earth. And
absolutely.
Number 1.
Perhaps the definition of the fun summer movie where you have to save the world is none other than a film that opened on Independence Day. That makes sense because the movie, Independence Day.
Yeah, that's Bill Pullman giving one of the best speeches of all time.
Oh man, it's good.
In this movie.
Will Smith.
And, yeah, the aliens come out. Are they friendly? Nope. And what happens? They get there, and Will Smith, he welcomes them to Earth.
I gotta get me one of these. Look, this is such a fun ride to see. Are there plot holes galore? Of course there are. Is it a lot of silliness? Yes, but there's great action. There's a lot of laughs. It's everything that you want when you're shoving popcorn into your face, watching other people save humanity.
David!
Yes, a great performance by Harvey Fierstein.
That's our list. That's what we got. Those are our top 5. There's some honorable mentions up on this list that would never make the list because they're just not that great movies.
Yeah,
The Core,
Knowing. Knowing's a good one.
Mars Attacks maybe could have snuck in
like
there.
Mars Attacks. And now there's also some franchises like Transformers and Star Trek where it's involved elements of this stuff, but we decided to go rogue, and actually the movies we talked about, I think, were just better films for what the list was.
I would have loved to put Flash Gordon in there.
I would have not loved that.
The whole point is that he's going there to save Earth.
Thank God it's the Jets quarterback.
All right, how about you guys? What did you think? What are the top 5 movies on your list? Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Comment below and tell us what you think.
And make sure you check out in theaters this weekend Interstellar and Big Hero 6. Pretty good box office weekend. I'm sure they're going to rake in the dough, and you should be a part of that because we liked all of those movies.
Thank you for everybody over at movies.com. It's the Schmoes Movie Show.
Christian, Mark, peace out.
I gotta go save the Earth.